They're down at 3. Hand it off Hayden. Driving forward, only got a yard. I believe the play clock all the way down. Snap it in time. DeVito pressured, and DeVito will just take the sack. Nick Jackson got in there with the sack.
Pocket collapses. There's really nowhere to go with the football, so instead of throwing it out of bounds and stopping the clock with a 21-point lead.
1st and 10 here in the third quarter. Bourguet still in at quarterback and just gets sniffed out by Nick Jackson. What a hit. The ball is loose.
I mentioned timely blitzing from Lou Esposito.
Pass not out of bounds. 2nd down.
There's very few coordinators in the sport who are timely with their blitzes in the way that Phil Parker is. This time it's Nick Jackson. We saw earlier in the half it was Jay Higgins at a moment's notice that triggered into the backfield. They ruled this a backwards pass, which either way it could have been scooped up and advanced by the Iowa defense.
3rd and 22. This drive has been going in all the wrong directions here for Western Michigan, and a flag coming out. The ball's popped loose. Iowa has it, but we'll see what the laundry's about. Iowa with a fumble recovery.
Noah Shannon in the lineup for Iowa. Pittman as a young defensive lineman getting more and more run. As Bourguet took off, all those black jerseys swarmed around him. Putting the hat right on the football is Jay Higgins. Good hustle from the big fella coming out of the stack.
Eller in his own end zone, flares it out. Catron, another loss out at the 1-yard line, and that hit by Nick Jackson.
All fits together. Special teams gives you the field position. Defense sits in the zone. Everybody looks at the ball, run to the ball. So far.
Maybe changing things up on the play. Run blitz, and it paid off. Let's check in with Jenny. So 2 coaches that have lasted a long time in one spot.
What a play.
Clearance.
2 inside linebackers. Watch Jackson this time. He reads it, beats the block, and gets there before the play can get started.
Had a couple of 100 tackle seasons for the Cavaliers before moving here. 3rd down and 5 from the 14. And might be a 1st down if his knees didn't touch.
Back to Carter. He slips behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson was there either way, so he loses 2. It'll be 3rd and 10.
It's Jackson right here, number 10. Perfectly timed blitz right into that gap.
4-man rush in his own end zone. Escapes, fires out past the 10-yard line, and that's caught by Daniel Jackson.
This is where Rutgers on 3rd and short has hurt themselves with penalties. It's Monungai. He slipped and then was dragged back. He did not get it. There's Sebastian Castro making the hit, no gain. But now Rutgers down 6 from the 25. Wimsatt in trouble. Ball came out. He got it back. And he's dropped for a loss back at the 18-yard line.
The edge, and kind of reminiscent of what he did last week for First Northwestern, and he beats the tackle, Reggie Sutton. There comes Kyle Monungai for help.
2nd down and 8. Purdy.
Looked like it's a botched play. Purdy trying to make something out of nothing, and he lost a yard. It almost looked like he was trying to set up a screen in some ways.
Every snap, and they do a great job of it. 2nd and 10 at the 28. Corum. And Corum knocked backwards, no gain. Well done, Nick Jackson.
Handoff. Stopped short. Big hit for the Hawkeyes defense. Sampson couldn't get there.
They didn't want to open the 3rd quarter without at least a 1st down. Beck, blitz coming, quick throw, but short of the 1st down as he got it to Gabe Burkle.
So now 3 for 3 on 4th down on the season for the Gophers. Back to the air, Brosmer. Up to Tuckett, and he gets sacked. Nick Jackson, persistence to the quarterback.
Consistent pressure on Brosmer, particularly late in the 1st half. Now they bring linebacker pressure, and they collapse the pocket. We haven't seen that yet in the ball game. They make Brosmer uncomfortable, and they get the sack. He's trying to process, trying to read, but he doesn't have time. That's
for Jonathan Smith. The tackles for losses on first down for the first 6 games of the season. Childs in trouble, and he'll just lob it towards the sideline out of bounds. 6 rushers, 5 receivers already have touched the football. Lynch Adams trying to get away, and he won't. He gets planted in the backfield. Nick Jackson delivered the hit.
Graves, watch number 95 get penetration. He's the guy that makes the initial play. Gets in the backfield, forces the back to kind of go sideways, and then Nick Jackson there to finish him off. But Aaron Graves, who was the co-Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week, coming off the Washington game a week ago with a big negative yardage play.
Locke stands tall in the pocket, knocked away, picked off. It is Jackson. Jackson with room, tracked down from behind by C.J. Williams.
Interception. Watch this ball. Braden Locke throws it right to Nick Jackson. It ends up going off the face mask of Brian Allen, number 90, and Jackson